remain standing. We'll have a moment of silence for those serving overseas for our country, those serving here at home, our city employees here at City Hall, and our staff, and most importantly, our residents here in the city of Hazelwood, and any of us that have lost a loved one or a friend. Thank you. You may be seated. Next, we have roll call.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Mr. Abishan? A quorum is present.
Next, we have amendment adoption of the agenda. Is there any discussion?
Move to adopt, Taylor.
Second, Hoops.
Motion and a second to adopt. Any further discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have the amendment or adoption of the consent agenda.
Move to adopt.
Second, Taylor.
Motion and a second to adopt the consent agenda as printed. Any further discussion? Hearing none, this is a roll call vote.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Ms. Wadlow? Yes. Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Motion carries.
Okay. Next, I'd ask Mr. Ron Darling to please step forward. Yes. I met Ron probably about 15 years ago, maybe a little longer. And it was on a Missouri Municipal League event, and it was held in the St. Charles area. And Ron was working for the St. Peter's, what was your title at the time?
Group Manager of Environmental and Leisure Services, so, or Health and Environmental Services. We
Okay.
changed our title a little bit.
Big title. Big job.
It's a mouthful.
Tour of the St. Peter's waste program that they have available at the time for a tour of all Missouri municipals in the area that were attending that conference. And Brian told me that he lived in the city of Hazelwood, and he was interested in starting up a program like this and continuing the work that he had done in St. Peter's as he retired. So here we are with Ron, many years later. He's brought a lot
But
of good
we can vote
ideas
on
to
it
the
tonight
city
and
of
add it
Hazelwood.
tonight, is what Kevin said.
Brought a lot of attention to the program, has done an awful lot of work. I've seen him out on the roads many times early in the mornings, and I really appreciate it. The city council and all residents appreciate all the work that you've done for the committee, and I'm sure the committee appreciates everything that you've done for them also.
The Green Committee has been an outstanding group. I really, it kept me young and kept me moving. But I'm not done yet.
I understand.
I'm not done yet, so, and I really, it's been an honor to serve our community, your committee, or community, and my community. So, and that just warmed my heart so much. So I appreciate the opportunity to serve and to continue to serve. So, there you go.
We appreciate and want to continue to serve. So I think we have a reading here from
At this time, the City of Hazelwood would like to recognize Mr. Darling for his dedicated service as chairman of the Green Committee, a position he has held since 2010. For many years, Mr. Darling has given countless volunteer hours to the beautification of our community. Through cleanup efforts, leadership, and hands-on involvement, he has helped ensure that our neighborhoods remain clean, welcoming, and a source of pride for our residents. Mr. Darling's commitment reflects a true spirit of volunteerism and civic responsibility, and his impact can be seen throughout our city. On behalf of the mayor, city council, and the residents of Hazelwood, thank you, Mr. Darling, for your years of service and dedication.
Joel?
stuff for you.
Ron?
I made that for you.
Styrofoam is no good.
I was at a Hazelnuts meeting and I had a styrofoam cup and he chastised me for 30 minutes. So I made him a tumbler that says no styrofoam. So just in case anybody gets the wrong idea, no styrofoam, ever, will ever show up in my house, ever.
Lesson learned.
Well, we'll do that under mayor and council.
Okay, if she's okay with doing it that, I'm okay.
We'll do it at mayor and council. Next, we have citizens' hearings and presentation of petitions, citizens' comments and discussion, which will be heard at this time, and establish rules of decorum, and shall be limited to a total of 15 minutes, with each speaker limited to a total of 3 minutes, which may be increased by discretion of the chair or by a motion approved by a majority of the council members present at the meeting. Is there anybody from the audience who would like to come up and speak at this time? Yes, ma'am.
Hello, my name is Jessica Platt. I live at 512 Fox Trail. I've been a citizen of Hazelwood for almost my entire life. I don't think I have to tell anyone that the events going on in Minnesota, in Minneapolis, Minnesota, are acceptable. I don't think we want those sorts of things to be happening in anywhere in our country, let alone, 2 states north of us. For those who don't know, there was a shooting of a man who was armed but not, he wasn't armed, he had a gun, but it wasn't pulled, it wasn't out. And I mean, they did that a week before. They shot a mother who was in her car, and she said, "It's okay, I'm not mad at you," and then they shot her. I know that this is not the place where I am supposed to be expressing my frustration. However, I need direction. Where do I need to go? Because everywhere I try to go, they tell me we're not the right place. I've been told that by too many places without being told where I need to talk, where I need to advocate, where I need to lend a hand. So, if any of you happen to know where I need to go, or who might know, I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you.
Thank you. Is there anybody else under citizens' comments? Anybody else under citizens' comments? Once. No further citizens' comments. I'll go ahead and call that portion of the meeting to be closed. I believe we have a public hearing. Napleton Guinness for the following sign variances. 649 Dunn Road. We have our city planner, Cecil Denny. Cecile.
Hi, I am Cecile Denny. I am the city planner here in Hazelwood. Tonight, we have a petition for 2 sign code variances for Napleton Genesis at 649 Dunn Road in Ward 2. They have requested variances of the following 2 requirements under Section 510.80 of this Hazelwood City Code. The first is Section 510.80A2 on wall signs, which limits the number of wall signs to 1 per building. The second piece of code is 510.80A.6 on pylon or flag signs, which says that the location and height, the maximum permitted height of pylon signs is 30 feet. Napleton Genesis currently has 3 wall signs installed on the front elevation of the building. The 3 signs were permitted in 2023, however, at that time a variance should have been requested for 2 of the wall signs. The applicant now seeks to install 3 additional wall signs. One 20.47 square foot Genesis logo and 2 12.31 square foot service signs. Additionally, the applicant is proposing to add a sign panel to the existing pylon sign. The 38-foot pylon sign was originally permitted in 2023. At that time, a variance should have been requested because of the height of the sign. Staff believes the pylon sign should be brought into compliance prior to granting a permit for the sign addition. Okay. Napleton Genesis did ask, they had a statement that the overall site signage for Napleton Hyundai pales in comparison to the other dealerships in the area. The number of size of the wall signs and size of the pylon sign will not be noticeable in comparison. The code, as written, does not accommodate auto dealerships and the signage that is needed to successfully identify the dealer, brand, or service capabilities. And I do believe that the petitioner is here this evening. Joe, if you want to come up. Introduce yourself.
Good evening. I'm Joe Phillips. I'm with Pyro Signs. I'm representing Napleton Genesis for this site, Hyundai Genesis. The site has recently taken on the Genesis brand, which is the luxury version of Hyundai. So they would like to identify that brand on this building prior to, I guess, being a full Genesis dealer. They need to identify the brand on the building. So we're proposing to add the Genesis wall sign on the site, which would basically we're going to go to 6 signs is what we're asking for in lieu of the current 3 that they do have. So there will also be 2 service signs over the bay doors. Each service sign is meant to identify where to go to for your brand, be it the Genesis side or the Hyundai side for those 2 things. So they keep those still separate since they're under one parent company, but they're still separate, I guess, auto lines at that point. Secondly, we're asking to identify the Genesis logo on the existing pylon sign that is out there. Basically, a blank panel would be removed from the sign and a logo would be put in its place. It's rather small, being 38 square feet, I believe, is the addition to that signage. The square footage of the sign would be less than what is still allowed by code. But unfortunately, when they pulled their permits back in 2023, somehow a mistake was made, I guess, that put that sign in at 38 feet overall height. The number and the size of these signs, as I did state, they are quite small compared to the other dealerships just that neighbor them, as well as across 270 and right there at Lindbergh and 270. I did a kind of an inventory of what each dealer has, since we installed a lot of the signs on most of the dealers other than 2 of them. I didn't do the Ford pylon sign, I didn't do the Nissan site, but I've done all the rest. Most of the other signs go anywhere between 50 feet upwards to 75 feet in overall height along the 270 corridor. So the Ford sign is between 50 and 60 feet. The Nissan sign is between 50 and 60 feet in overall height. I know Toyota has a 61 foot and 75 foot, and I did the other 2 sites earlier, and they are both at 60, which is the Honda and the Nissan or Volkswagen site. Each one of them have multiple wall signs as well, quite a bit more than what we're asking. Honda alone and the Ford dealer alone have upwards of 10 wall signs on their sites. Haven't really gotten a whole lot of complaints about them over the years, but I know the code was changed. In that time frame, the code was changed, and I understand that. Just unfortunately, these large dealerships such as this, these multi-line dealerships, are held to the same account as a mom and pop shop within a strip center that is allowed 1 wall sign on inside a strip center. This building is quite a bit larger, the site is quite a bit larger, and they do offer more than 1 vehicle line at this site. So that is kind of what we're asking for at this moment. asking to properly identify the new brand at this existing dealership.
Is there any questions from city council members? Now
Just-
would be the time.
I'm sorry, I have one, just for clarification. So that, in addition to adding the logo to the additional, or the existing sign, you're also asking for the installation of 2 new signs for wayfinding?
They say service, so
Okay.
basically they have service with the
But those
Hyundai
will be
logo.
placed somewhere else. That's
Those will
not
be-
part of that.
They're above the garage doors.
Okay.
That are on the front of that building. So there are 2 garage doors on the front of the building. They would be placed directly above those 2 doors to identify which lane to get in for your brand.
Perfect, thank you.
Thank you.
Any other questions from council members?
You said staff wants them to get the main sign in compliance before?
Before adding the addition, we'd like them to get the variance for the height of the sign being 38 feet as opposed to 30 feet before they make it even taller.
So not change the sign, but have us approve it before. Okay, I was gonna say, you want them to get it, okay, I get it now. All right.
Now we want
Just
the
making sure.
variances to bring the signs that are existing and the proposed signs into compliance.
Is there any other questions from council members? Any other questions? Hearing none, this is a public hearing. I ask if you just please step aside there for a moment. This is an opportunity for the public to come up and ask any questions of interest. If anybody from the audience at this time would like to come up and ask any questions or have any issues with this project, if you please step forward at this time. Again, this is a public hearing portion. Citizens are allowed to come up and speak and ask questions at this time. Hearing none at this time, I'll go ahead and ask the council if they have any more questions. Hearing none, I'll go ahead and close the public portion of the meeting for the public hearing, and I believe we have a recommendation.
No recommendation.
No
This just
recommendation.
requires a vote from the council on both variances
And
separate.
these would be separate votes.
Yes.
So, I guess it would be appropriate to, if there's no further questions, to have a motion to approve the variance to permit the 3 additional wall signs.
Motion.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second to approve. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next would be the 8-foot variance of the 30-foot maximum permitted height.
I'll make a motion, accept it. Second it.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
There's nothing under communications, unfinished business. Is there any unfinished business?
Mr. Mayor, I have something. Several months ago, you had inquired to staff to look into looking at opening up Pratt Place, extending that area, the accessibility. And I know that several residents in that area have inquired to me on the status, and I'm just wondering if sometime in the near future, if we could maybe get a status update. It might not be ready to present, but just sort of see where you're at with that.
Our initial agreement with Florissant, it was they were going to put it in their budget, and then they were bidding it, and we would share cost with them. And we've reached out to their Public Works Director to find out where that is sitting at with them, but we will get you an update.
Thank you.
Thank you. Mayor and council reports? Go ahead. We have the March, did somebody say something? Well, yeah, I had that on third, but we have the March 11th work session agenda items. I believe I had David send out a memo today explaining the agenda for our next meeting, which was, what's the date on that one?
February 11th.
February 11th. And that this work session on March 11th, we could more probably use towards our Citizens Committee. I hope that at our next work session that we could discuss some of these issues that David has listed here. If there's any more information that you would like to have David be prepared for, please let him know today or very soon. And we can discuss those issues that are on the February meeting, and then we be prepared to move on to the citizens town hall meeting to campaign for the firehouse bond issue. Is there any questions on work sessions? We've got appointments to Board of Review. You got a letter there.
It's time to appoint the members of the Board of Review in accordance with Section 605-170, which states in February of each year, the council shall appoint a Board of Review consisting of 3 council members who shall hear petitions for review by persons subject to license and tax hereunder, and to consider petitions for review of any determination by the Director of Finance with respect to the valuation of property and other matters pertaining thereto. The council has alternated between even and odd number wards. In 2025, council members of the even number wards served. Therefore, it would be time for council members of the odd number wards to serve, with 1 member serving as an alternate. The alternate can be determined if an appeal is filed. A motion would be appropriate to accept the odd number.
Is there a motion?
Appoint the oddest members of the council.
Is there a motion to appoint the odd members of the council?
I'll make a motion.
Been a motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Next, we have a little additional information. David is proposing to have a litigation update from our attorneys at the end of the meeting under executive session. I would need a motion to add that to the agenda under the consent agenda, to have the consent agenda amended at this.
So moved.
A motion and a second to amend the consent agenda. Is there any other discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Now we need to adopt the consent agenda as amended within the beginning of the meeting? Yeah. So, yes, and at this point, we need to adopt the consent agenda as amended, as we would have done in the beginning of the meeting. So now we need a motion to.
Make a motion to adopt the
Second.
consent as,
There's been a motion and a second
Get
to
it out.
adopt the consent agenda as amended. All those, or this will be a roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Ms. Wadlow? Yes. Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock? Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton? Yes. Mr. Hoops?
yes.
Motion carries.
Thank you. Is there anything else in our mayor and council reports? City managers report.
Good evening, Mayor, City Council. David Stewart, Public Works Director, City Engineer. Included in our capital budget, we have $60,000 to replace the 13 overhead doors at the Public Works Maintenance Facility. These doors are original to the building, built in 1981. On January 12th, 2 bids were received with low bid Edelin Company, Inc. in the amount of $59,700. Actually, Edelin has been providing our repair and services for our public works facility for many, many years, much to our satisfaction. And we do recommend them for award a bid in that amount of $59,700.
Is there any discussion? Motion to concur with staffs?
Motion to concur with staffs.
Second.
up for first reading?
Yes.
Been a motion and a second. Any further discussion? All those in favor, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed? The ayes have it. Anything else under city manager's report?
Yes, sir, a couple of things. I'm kind of going off the docket. Ron, I'm going to ask you to come up because the Green Committee also just won an award from the St. Louis Botanical Gardens, your sustainability, and you know more about it than I do, and I think your committee deserves the credit as opposed to me saying it. So if you would just come up for just 30 seconds to kind of talk about that award that you guys just received. Over there too. Yeah, thank you.
So, part of our grant from St. Louis County, was, the entry for Green City Challenge. And so this was our second year for the Green City Challenge, and they are, recognizing a lot of good things that other cities are doing. And certainly Hazelwood got a lot of recognition on our history of Recycle Day, our new Paint Day in the fall, and other activities that we have undertaken. And we were sharing that with other cities. The cities get together on a regular basis, and so congratulations on having our name out there in a great positive manner. And so that there was an award similar for Hazelwood to be a member and doing great work and continuing the great work for that particular group. This is a group that actually is managed by the Botanical Gardens through Earthway Center, which is a building off from the Botanical Gardens. But they have been instrumental in doing this program. They've been trying to get Hazelwood for a number of years to come aboard, so they were so happy when we did. So it was a recognition well-deserved by the city, and certainly a thank you for the Green Cities Challenge people in recognizing Hazelwood.
Congratulations on that. And I was at a separate meeting where they were talking about it, and they especially cited Hazelwood with the Hazelwood campaign and Ron and his group, and they were really impressed with that. So again, shout out to you and your group and for what they've done.
Yeah, and remember, that was a design by one of our members, and so we didn't have to contract out to a think person, a creative person. We had all that creativity in our group existing, so congratulations for them. So.
Yes, congratulations. Thank you, Ron. Appreciate
Thanks,
it.
David.
You other quick things on, for the resident who was asking about who to contact, that is a national or federal issue, so I would recommend you contact Senator Schmidt, Senator Hawley, or Congressman Wesley Bell on that matter. They would be the people who you'd be contacting regarding that matter in Minnesota. A few other quick things. I want to again say a shout out to our streets department for the outstanding work a couple of weeks ago in clearing our streets of nearly 10 inches of snow. Crews worked almost 48 hours straight to ensure that we had safe roads in Hazelwood. I want to say a special thanks to Doug Littlefield, who was serving as acting public works director, because of his attention to this situation and personally driving streets in the middle of having pneumonia. So
Wow.
he went above and beyond the call of duty. If you did not see, Hazelwood made the national headlines this weekend thanks to the St. Louis Hinder Club, United States National Handball Center, which is headquartered here in Hazelwood. They hosted the Missouri State Doubles and the World Professional Handball Association tournament, and all of that action was actually broadcast on ESPN+, so that we got national attention on that. And finally, I wanted to let everybody know that due to the inclement weather, we had to shut City Hall down on January 26th, which meant we were not able to conduct our annual Shred Day. I've discussed that with senior leadership, and we will be rescheduling that day at another time in the next month or two. That is my report, Mr. Mayor and Council, unless you have any questions or concerns to raise. Thank you.
City Attorney's report?
No report.
City clerk's report.
No report.
New business, anything under new business for city council? An introduction and first reading of bills.
Bill number 5210, first reading, an ordinance authorizing a contract with the Edlin Company Incorporated for the 2026 maintenance garage overhead door replacement project at a cost not to exceed $59,700. First reading of the bills, Mr. Mayor.
Thank you.
Part
We'll
of that.
we'll move to 18A. We have bill number 5209.
Bill number 5209, second reading and consideration for adoption. An ordinance amending Chapter 110 of the Hazelwood City Code relating to qualifications and removal of council members and adopting and providing for enforcement of codes of conduct and ethics for council members.
Is there any further discussion on this matter? Is there a motion to adopt?
To adopt.
Second, Hoops.
Got a motion and a second? If there's no further discussion, this will be a roll call vote, please.
Mrs. Henderson?
Yes.
Ms. Wadlow?
Yes.
Mayor Robinson?
Yes.
Ms. Matlock?
Yes.
Mr. Taylor?
Yes.
Mr. Smith?
Yes.
Ms. Hatton?
Yes.
Mr. Hoops?
Yes.
Bill number 5209 is adopted as ordinance number 5091-26.
Thank you. Next, we have miscellaneous business and announcements. We have City Hall closed to the public February 16th on President's Day. We have a regular city council meeting on February 18th at 6:30 PM. If there's no further business, is adjourned.
Move to adjourn.
Second.
Motion and a second. All those in favor, please say aye.
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 The ayes have it. Thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Let it go, Dorm.
Just give it to me. I'll take it.
Hi.
It lives in my
Lucky.
No.
Yeah.
You want these folders back? Wasn't with our desk last week.
No, I take them back. Yeah, I've gotta go lock doors. Nope. Nope, I'm
They're
fast.
gonna get a thank you note after I announce it tonight, and they'll get one. She'll announce it.
Hi, Joni, how are you?
You don't have to invite, well, if you want to add anybody to the